lucky enough to have the idea to create and find that other people liked what I was doing, that was fantastic, because it meant that it kind of gave me the freedom to move forward and explore areas that perhaps I wouldn't otherwise have been able to do. And luckily, there have been plenty of people who've shared my vision, who've wanted to come along for the journey and bring their creativity and their genius and their talent and their passion to the property and the project and try and help to move it forward.
I mean, you've also met many celebrities within the sci-fi, haven't you? Such as Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah, I used to own a comic book store.
And they're just going to show this DVD for you. I mean, on here is your documentary, is that right? Of you actually meeting the stars of, say, Star Trek and Star Wars.
Well, what this is this is a DVD which features interviews with people from Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who and Blake Seven, who basically. Oh, sorry, I keep rolling. Well, I'll tell you how this came about. I used to own a comic book store, and one of the things that I discovered very early on was there was a great crossover between the comic community and the sci-fi community. If you liked comics, there was a reasonable chance that you were also into something like Star Trek or Star Wars or Doctor Who. So one of the things I reasoned was that to help get a better exposure for Tales of Midnight, I should try and reach the sci-fi community as well. So I organised a massive show in London and hired one of the big venues there and booked actors from Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who and Blake Seven to appear at the convention to meet fans of their own shows and to sign autographs for them. And part of the deal was that they would also agree to be filmed by me on camera in front of nice big stand-ups of Tales of Midnight to talk about not just what they were doing, but also about other stuff related to what was happening with Tales of Midnight.
Coming on with that, with relation to it, I mean, this is just the first step, isn't it? What other plans are there for Tales of Midnight? Is there films, TV programmes?
Yeah, we're trying to get a TV series developed and live action film. I mean, as with all of these things, these take development funds and money, and as you know, currently the way the world finance situation is, that's in a state of flux. So these are all ongoing. The really exciting thing, though, is IPTV. IPTV is Internet Protocol TV, which essentially means that if you have the ability to create your own programming with whatever it is, whether it's camcorders or anything, you can, from your own front room, basically, broadcast to the world via the internet. The beauty about that is it means that costs come down dramatically, but audiences scale up potentially phenomenally huge. If you have a hit show in the UK, you may hit 5, 6, 7, 8 million if you're lucky. If what you produce and send out to the world through IPTV appeals to people, that crosses borders. You could end up with an audience of 100 million, 200 million. The beauty about that is that as well as showing your programming through your show on IPTV, you can interact with the audience where they can